Hi everyone, it's Adam here from the EverLearner. What I thought I would do over the summer holidays is put together a series of videos looking at how to best use our ExamSimulator product. We all know it's been a very tough year for teachers with everything that's been going on, so you guys might not have had an amazing opportunity to actually make use of this product. So I thought whilst we're all in summer holidays, I would put together a series of short videos to explain how it all works and how to best get use out of it. What I'm going to do in episode 1 today is just basically talk you through how you would actually build an exam from scratch and how to put it together. So what you'll see here is if you go to the assignments and exams tab at the top and then click exams, you'll be faced with our main screen here. What we're going to look at today is how to build an exam. So if you click the build exam button, we're not going to select an exam from a template today, but what we're going to do is select our criteria, which obviously we know is PE, select our course. Now the user I'm on at the moment only has access to GCSE. You obviously would see all the courses that you have access to yourself. Let's just select AQA GCSE PE to start with. What you're then going to be faced is basically selecting the lessons that you want the exam to be about. Now, ExamSimulator isn't just to be used as prep for your final exam. We are encouraging teachers to set, mini exams to their students, every few weeks. So you don't have to select every lesson. You can select, if you've just done a mini topic on skeleton and joints, you could select those lessons. But we're going to select them all just for this demo. If you click that, you'll see all the lessons in our course. 81 of them are selected. So what's going to then happen? On the right hand side here, you will basically be faced with every single question that we have in our database. These questions are written from scratch. We use past papers to give us structure, but we don't copy them. We write everything from scratch, including all the marking points, and a lot of effort has gone into that. Once you've done that, you can call the title of the exam whatever you want. So we're just going to call this test exam, but you can call it whatever you want for your class. In this box here, we're basically going to write all the instructions that you want your students to see. So these are the kind of things that you would see normally on the front page of an exam, things such as, make sure you read all the questions properly, how many minutes you have, what the total marks are, etc., etc. I'm not going to write that in note for today. What we're going to do then, really, and this is the main part of the process, is actually build the exam. Now, it's a really simple system to do that. All you need to do is literally take the questions you want and drag them into this area here. Now, the way to do that, you can either manually scroll through every single one and find what you want. Personally, what I tend to do is search for things that I know I want to question on. So, for example, I might want to look at lung volumes to start with, a question on that. So if I type that in, you'll see I've got a couple of questions here. Before I drag it in, I'm just going to check what those questions are just to make sure they're suitable. So what you can do is you can click on this little down arrow here. It's going to tell you what the question is. So here it says the image shows a spirometer trace, identify the lung volumes labelled A and B. Obviously there's an image associated with that question, so we click preview image and you'll see the image that the students would see. Also what you can do is, if you want to, you can look at the marks available and the guidance. So again, just to see that everything's okay. If you do spot any problems, please report it to us here. We will obviously make the changes necessary. Assuming I'm happy with that question, all I literally do is click on these 6 dots here and take the question and literally drag and drop into that area. Once I've done that, obviously I can move on to my next question. So let's say I now want to do a question on guidance. Obviously this is a bit random, but you can see here we've got 9 questions on guidance. I'm just going to select guidance 6. Again, let's have a look at it. Explain how 2 different types of guidance could be used during a swimming lesson. Okay, cool. Marks available. Okay, having a look at everything there. So everything's fine. The guidance the students will see. Yep, happy with that. Drag. And then just place it. You can place it on top of that one if you wanted to put it first, or that underneath if you wanted it to come afterwards. The other way I would encourage you to look for questions as well is actually selecting by skill. So I might say, you know what, I've done quite a lot of identify, quite a lot of describe, whatever. I want to do an evaluate question. So if I click evaluate, I will see every single question in our database that is an evaluate question. Okay, so I've done a guidance question, don't want to do that. Let's have a look at blood doping. Let's have a look at the question. Evaluate the impact of blood doping on endurance cycling. Okay, cool, marks available, yep, all good there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that question and now drag it underneath. And basically, you're just going to continue that process until you're happy with the exam you set. What you'll see here is total marks that are available for the students, recommended time that you would set for them. That's just a guidance. Don't forget you can change that if you want. When you're happy with the exam, you can either save it as a draft, you can publish it for department use. Let's say you've got another class at the same time and you know the other teacher is doing the same content. You might want to publish it for them as well. Or you can go straight in and publish it and assign it to your group straight away. And in the next episode, I will explain how to actually set the exam for your class. Cheers.